Hi there, Stefanie Kammerman. We are live at the Chicago Traders Expo 2018, and oh my goodness, look who I'm here with. Bob Lang. You guys, if you don't know Bob Lang, you know FANG, and this guy is the one who invented it.
Thank you, Stefanie.
I'm so honored to be sitting next to you.
Thank you.
Because nobody knows it was Bob Lang. Bob Lang worked with Jim Cramer.
They get the name change difference, Fang or Lang. What's his last name again? You know, or something like that. But you know, for the most part, yeah. You know, we came up with it in 2013. I wrote the material for his show in 13, and you know, basically let Jim run with it. And it's the best, most recognized acronym out there.
I love
in the business.
But how'd you come up with it? I mean, were you dreaming? Did you wake up? Were you eating? Were you in the shower?
Well, you know, honestly, you know, Jim had a couple of these other acronyms going on. So he asked me, he said, you know, can you come up with something for us for the show? And I said, well, okay, well, how about, you know, like Facebook or like Amazon? So when I threw Netflix in there and Google, so I just looked at it and I said, oh, well, how about just the first letters of each name? And FANG came up with it, and he just, you know, I just wrote it out, and I just thought it was kind of funny because I remember, you know, dating myself. I'm older. I remember watching Get Smart when I was a kid. Remember that show?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so Get Smart's dog was named Fang.
Oh.
Right, and so the German Shepherd. So I kind of joked around with him, and I said, oh yeah, because I was a big Get Smart fan, and I used to watch. You know, his dog was Fang. So he actually mentioned that on the original show, and White Fang from Soupy Sales back in the 60s. Remember that? He just kind of ran with it, and it was fantastic. Those stocks, I mean, they created an ETF for that stock.
Yes, I'm going to say, who created the ETF for that? You know?
I'm not sure who it is, but it was not too long ago.
You, Bob.
It should have been me, right?
I know, right then and there.
I wish it was.
I know. Oh, it's huge.
Look at all the recognition.
Okay, so we can come up with another one.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, you're good. You came up with a good one. I know you got another one in you.
I mean, of course, and everybody's asking, you know, how can you top yourself, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how can you be better than FANG, right? So.
Well, we'll think about it.
We'll come up with one that's a little bit better than FANG, right?
Yeah. So you're the founder of Explosive Options.
Yes.
I love that.
Thank you.
It's just such a cool, another good title.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
So I mean, what is Explosive Options?
So Explosive Options is a site that I started back in May of 2011, and really basically what we do is I send trade ideas out to people. I also manage client money. So you know, when I'm putting money in for clients, I want to share it with people. You know, some people who can't be in like a trading room. We also have one of those on a regular basis. They want to know my ideas. Right. So
how do you send it to them?
Send it via email, send Twitter, private feed, and also text messaging. Okay. I've had that service going. It's a flagship service I had going since 2011. I ran services for another guy for prior 7 years, so I kind of had experience doing what I'm doing. Right. And my ideas, I just basically want to share them with everybody and show them.
Got anything good for me today?
Are you a subscriber? No.
No.
I'll give you.
Share one, Bob.
Listen, you know what?
Come on.
A couple of ideas I like. This week, I'm going to do like Amazon this week. I'm going to be very careful with that one. I really do like Twitter. They have coming out. They have earnings coming out later on this week.
Okay, you have inside information on that?
No. We don't do that sort of stuff. I'm a technical guy. Like you know, you look at the charts.
Technical,
you look technical. So you look at the charts, and you basically look at what momentum is doing and where the money is flowing, and you know how the chart information looks for it, and then you know you take your shot and
you'll trade into earnings.
Yeah, sure, why not?
With the high IV, what's the expected move on Twitter? Do you know?
I think it's $6, but you know it's a big move. That's 15%.
That's very big.
But let me ask you,
directions.
You know, would you have traded Google yesterday?
Yeah.
Going into the earnings.
Well, now that I know what the earnings were and how it did, I
we did. We had the 12:30 August calls. We bought those. We bought those at about $25. And you know, so that goes into another thing. You know, I mean, you do options, right? Right. People would look at that call. We bought those calls a couple weeks ago. Right. And it's $25. Wow, that's a lot of money. Right. The stock is $1,200, right? So what is that? That's 2% of the price of the stock. Is it really expensive? No, it's not. 2% of the price of the stock. You know, when people look at a name like Booking.com, used to be Priceline, it's $2,000 a share, right? Yeah. And you say, well, I can't pay $40 for an option. That's $4,000 for one option, right? But when you think relatively speaking, it's 2% of the price of the stock.
Exactly.
It's not expensive at all.
No, it's not.
So the Google, we bought those calls, and then the stock is up, what, 4 or 5% today.
Exactly.
I think the expected move was about $70. It's only not quite up that much.
Yeah, no, I think it was up 50 or
but
60.
But still, my calls are up like 78% today.
Exactly. Awesome.
Thank you.
All right. When we come back, we're going to talk about the sell button. Yes. Thank you, Bob.
Most important thing to do is sell.
It is.